Hey guys, this is Dan with Tactical Medical Solutions, and I'd like to talk to you today about our Tramedic line of public access kits. And I'd like to focus very specifically on one of our key components, our point of injury video instructional tablet. One aspect of our Tramedic line of kits that I believe makes them so effective is the care and attention to detail that went into the way that we package and structured the internal components of the kits. They're numbered and color-coded in a way that corresponds to a decision tree, so basically a flow chart, which helps a lay rescuer work through a critical incident. It helps them assess the scene, it helps them assess their patient, and make the best possible decision that they can for that patient under a critical incident. One thing we can add to that that will enhance their capabilities is the point of injury video instructional tablet. So let's take a closer look at one of these, put them in play, and show you how they work. So just like with a modern automated external defibrillator, when we open the device, it's going to immediately turn on and start to prompt the rescuer. Now, as you can see, the numbers and the colors match up with what is printed on the decision tree, so those two marry up. The first thing we're going to start off with is the scene safe. If it's not safe, we need to leave. If it's safe, we need to put on our personal protective equipment. Let's see how it guides them through that.
Before beginning to treat the patient, make sure you are safe and notify first responders. Retrieve the box marked Caregiver Protection and remove its contents. Put on the gloves and masks found inside. Do you see any bleeding that you feel is life-threatening if not immediately controlled? Is the life-threatening bleeding coming from the arms or legs? Yes, press button 2 now. Retrieve the box marked Massive Bleeding and remove the contents.
As you can see in this situation, I allowed the video to progress to the point where it prompted me, do I see bleeding coming from an arm or a leg? And I selected yes. That guided me then to select a massive bleeding subcomponent from the kit. Those are the ones marked number 2 and are red in color. That's the same on the instructional tablet as it is with the decision tree. But that's not the only injury that this will guide me through. It'll help me assess head injuries. It'll help me look at wounds to the neck and the hip, something that I may need to consider wound packing. It'll help guide me through how to assess injuries penetrating trauma to the upper chest and show me how to make an occlusive dressing. Lastly, what it will continue to do is show me how to monitor and assess this patient while I await a higher level of care to get to me. One of the things that I believe this tablet does so well is coach that lay rescuer through a critical incident. Someone who has had no training or minimal training is going to have a very difficult time in a critical incident navigating their way through this. There's going to be a lot of distractions, a lot of sounds and smells and sights that could get them hung up, get them stalled in what they need to do for this patient. This is a continuous guide and a continuous coach that's going to help push them through that rescue and continue to make good quality decisions that are going to have a positive outcome for that patient.